Supporting 2 drink minimum through the Amazon link is the next step in the evolution.
Celebrity voice impersonator.
Party people in the place to be. What's going on? It's me. It is time for a different world, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, it is. It's time for a different world here on Riff.tv and YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube and you don't want to get the Riff extension, that's fine. Here's how we're going to do this. When I say starting right now, you're going to press play or space bar or whatever on your Netflix, however you're watching it, and you're going to just watch along. That's how we're going to do this. Alright, so this is a very special episode. You can tell by the title, Claire's Last Stand. We're going to have an addendum to the drinking game rules here. This is a drinking game after all. It's 2 drink minimum is the name on the marquee. We're going to have an addendum to those rules. We're going to get into that very shortly. Alright, party people, here we go. It is A Different World, Claire's Last Stand, episode 19 of season 1, as we come down to the wire here of the Lisa Bonet era of A Different World. So here we go. Claire's Last Stand starts right now. I know my parents love me, and it's time for the rules of the game. Denise gives us an acting tip. Then you take a sip, I say. If Denise makes an excuse, that's worth a sip. Now Dwayne Wayne's gonna get shot down for love sometime during this episode, so then you're gonna have to take a sip. If it's by Claire, you're gonna take 2. And if Maggot and Kim Wayans or her friend have a line, you take another sip. And if Maggot's told to stop talking, that's worth half your drink. If we get an impression Whitley, that's worth half your drink. If Dwayne flips his shades up or down, you finish your drink. If we get an appearance from Bill Cosby, then you finish your drink. And because this episode features Felicia Rashad, aka Claire Huxtable, if she gives one of hers impassioned speech where she just looks at you and tears down Denise and all her silliness right in front of her face, and she just keeps going and keeps going and keeps going, and there at one point she raises her eyebrow, then you finish your drink. And if she gets ghetto, you finish your drink fast. That's a tick. It's Whitley's birthday. I'm going to add another one. Every time you see a white student, take a sip. Because we're coming down to the wire, and you're going to see less and less, fewer and fewer of them. So we're going to take a sip for that blonde that just went upstairs. Might get you fucked up tonight. the first, but not the last time Whitley's birthday is a issue here on the show. Excuse and a tick. Tick. And excuse. I'm not counting that as an excuse. Tick. Now, see, this is part of the direction where they probably should have started going earlier, focusing more on Denise being more of a flake. And giving her more character, I think. Here she is. Is that not a meeting? Look at that. Sorry, that was a little. I mean, did I say ghetto? I meant sassy. That was a little sassy. Finish your drink. And an acting tick. 2 ticks. 2 ticks and 2 excuses. Let's go. Let's go. That's not an excuse. That's legit. She really was going to do that. That's an excuse. That's 2. Mmm. Slice. Go ahead. Start drinking now. Uh-huh. That's a Claire Huxtable monologue for you. One of the things they did well during the season was they built Whitley up so much so that just her mere entrance with Claire there got a reaction. That's how you do it. Oh, little Keisha Knight pulling him before she got all grown and sexy. You gonna finish your drink again? Yes, you're gonna finish your drink again. Tick. No, Rudy, she's knocked up. She's got to go to Africa. I don't know if it's the appearance of Felicia Rashad on the set, but Lisa Bonet seems to still be bringing it for the most part. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. I'm thinking about something else. An excuse. 4 or 5 weeks of hard work, yada yada. Maggie's wildly underrated. Now from here on out, there might be like half a second or so off because the Netflix just fucking stuttered and I'm not going back over it. Just not. That's a tick and an excuse. I told you they often come back to back. Tick. That drink was just for me. Why would you bring a 3-year-old to a Chinese restaurant? Finish your drink on that one. Just cuz. Just cuz it's Claire Huxtable. I hope my parents aren't watching this because it's awful fucking familiar. Who does? I got that speech a couple of times, and the answer is no. It's just because I don't like the thing I'm working on. if I liked what I'm working on, like this, like being with the party people, I work hard on this shit. I do. It's when I'm stuck with stuff that I don't want to do / don't see a point in. If I'm too smart. If I can figure out that there's no point to doing something, it's just busy work, or it's just something you fucking want me to do just to do it, just cause you're being nitpicky or you're being an asshole, I immediately check the fuck out. Immediately. Nice little take. Dwayne Wade, boy. She did this in public, though. Like, she went to the pit to do this. It's not, she didn't do this in her room. She went to the pit to do this. And it cost the show a couple $100,000 because this shit, for damn sure, was still under copyright. Oh, white student. I feel like this is a bottle episode too, though. I thought for sure we were going to get a Bill Cosby appearance, but we did not. Miss Felicia Rashad. What? 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 I've said on this show many times, is there anything hotter than a 20-year-old Jasmine Guy, or a 20-year-old Lisa Bonet's midriff, you know, 20-something-year-old Don Lewis, 20-year-old Marissa Tomei, or is there anything hotter? The answer is still no. But is there anything more grown and sexy? I mean grown, not even sexy, grown and beautiful, grown and majestic, just grown folk. Just grown and beautiful. Matter of fact, all of them. Grown and beautiful, grown and majestic, grown and sexy, just grown. Than Felicia Rashad in the 80s and 90s. I mean, like, what? Did you see the way she carried herself and the air that she walked on, and did she talk like that? And then she looked at Dad in the eye and finished it off with a nice little bow. Like, is there anything? Oh my gosh. There's somebody I knew. I mentioned Felicia Rashad. They're like, is a woman. They're like, I don't understand. Like, you're not the only one to say that. Like, when guys have Felicia Rashad back in the 80s. Mrs. Huxtable? Mrs. Huxtable? Mrs. Huxtable was it. She was the shit. She was it. Mrs. Huxtable was it. She was, it was one of those things where it's like everybody had their crushes and stuff like that. You know, everybody, you know, whatever it was, Sheila E., yada, Apollonia, whatever the fuck your flavor was in the 80s, that's fine. When it came to being grown, everybody converged. When it came to what you wanted in if you wanted a wife, if you wanted a girlfriend, when it came to all that, what you wanted, what you wanted in a girlfriend, like you probably still around the crush era. What you wanted in a wife in the 80s, that was Claire Huxtable, boy. That was Claire Huxtable, boy. You don't know nothing about Claire Huxtable, pardon. You don't know nothing about Claire Huxtable. You just saw Claire Huxtable and you still don't know nothing about Claire Huxtable. Huh? With those speeches. By the way, those speeches, I believe... Thank you, Motorcycle Gang. Those speeches, I believe, rivaled any that you would see on Designing Women, oftentimes, right? You know, Dixie Carter often get, not that one, the other one, often gets praised for her big Miss Magnolia speeches that she gave on Designing Women. But compare those any day to Claire Huxtable's speeches, to Claire Huxtable's monologues, and she was down talking to one of her unruly children, or somebody who came to her house and disrespected one of her unruly children, or her husband. Oh Lord, no! Claire Huxtable, boy, it. Look in the dictionary. I want you right now to go to any dictionary you want to, including Urban Dictionary, and look up it. And next to the word, look up the word it, and next to the word it, you'll see Claire Huxtable, because Claire Huxtable was it. Felicia Rashad was it. It. You understand? It. You understand? We wouldn't get another Claire Huxtable until Michelle came along. And I swear to God, I'm sure Michelle and Barack modeled their whole scheme on the Huxtables. I know they did. I know they did. They scheduled their whole scheme on the Huxtables. You know they did. Ooh. As for that episode, like I said during the episode, I feel like Lisa Bonet stepped her game up. We got a few more episodes in this season to see her and see what happens to her and see her start. I mentioned that she was going to slack off, and I don't know that she necessarily has so far. Like I think maybe the last episode, I think she was pulled off TV a bit. I don't know if that was the airing order or what, but we'll see as the season winds down exactly. Because I seem to remember her slacking off in her performances, but I may be wrong. That's what we're here to see. We got some more. Maggie got some lines, not really a story, but she got some lines. I appreciate it. We had a couple stories. You had an A, a B, and a C story, and it was clear what the A, the B, and the C story was. The B story was Whitley Gilbert. The C story was the... Actually, the B story was the trip to Greece. Yeah, the B and the C story flipped back and forth. But the A story was definitely Lisa Bonet, Denise Huxtable, and her mom, Claire, and that impact. Now, again, I don't know if they knew at this point when they filmed this episode what was going to happen, because boy oh boy does the story change by the time we get to the end. But we're coming close to the end part of it. Well, tell me what you think about this episode down there in the comments section. Tell me what you think about Claire Huxtable's appearance, Miss Felicia Rashad's appearance on A Different World. If you liked it, if you didn't like it, the adjustment to the game that we made. If you like that, if you didn't like that. If you saw any slack in Lisa Bonet's performance in this episode, I actually feel like she stepped up this episode, and I feel like that's probably because of the presence of Felicia Rashad. And I feel like they might have wanted to have that same type of presence with Mary Alice, but it didn't quite translate because she'd spent already so much time with Felicia Rashad that just her appearing on the set made her step her game up, and appearing with her made her step her game up, and I feel like it made everybody step their game up a little bit. Kadeem Hardison came in and knocked some out of the park there. I feel like it made the cast on the set step up and say, excuse me, Felicia Rashad is in the building. Let me just take this off. It's in the building, right? I feel like that's what happened, and you can kind of see it in their performances. But I may be wrong. Let me know what you think down there in the comment section. Like, share, subscribe. Hit those buttons in the description. You know, the ones that link to the 2 Drink Minimum Amazon link, the 2 Drink Minimum eBay link, the 2 Drink Minimum Groupon link to help keep the lights on at the party. Help keep the drinks flowing at the party, and to help keep everything moving. And that, much like any Felicia Rashad performance, really, when you stop and think about it, ain't bad. Boom. Boom.
Suplex City, bitch. Suplex City, bitch. Suplex City, bitch. Suplex City, bitch.